Some of the best women's curling you'll see was again on display in this year's Autumn Gold, and always a contender in any bonspiel is the foursome skipped by Shannon Kleibrink of Calgary. But this year, kidney surgery forced Kleibrink to relinquish control to her longtime third, Amy Nixon.
I've skipped a lot, but it's been a long time. I was thinking it's probably been 8 years or so since I've stood in the house, other than one time when Shannon was sick, I think 6 years ago. I skipped one game against Lawton. Yeah, so it's been a while, yeah.
How would you describe yourself as a skip? Is there some of Shannon in you now as a skip?
Probably. I think the biggest difference between me now versus 8 years ago is that I know how it can be to play for a skip that gets their mind kind of, they're having a tough time, and then you feel like it's hard to support them. Not that Shannon's not amazing, because she is, but from playing third and second, I have a bit more perspective on what it's like for the other players when you're throwing last draws. So yeah, it's fun though.
The trickle-down effect of Kleibrink's injury saw Bronwyn Webster replace Nixon as the team's third. Still fun, yes, but a little different.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure, for both of us. We're used to sweeping together, and I'm not used to being in the house. It's been a while since I've been there. So yeah, I mean, for sure there's some changes, but we played together now for 5 years, so obviously we have some camaraderie together, and we have a lot of fun. So it's been interesting. Yeah.
The next Winter Olympics in Russia is still a long ways down curling's pebbled ice, but Kleibrink and Nixon came back from Torino in 2006 with bronze medals. So 2014 in Sochi, Russia is something that certainly interests this edition of Team Kleibrink.
Shannon's scheduled to be back on ice here after this weekend, so for us it's just one step at a time, and the Olympics really are just, they're out there right now and they're in the back of our minds, but it's really just about, each event as it comes.
Last year we really wanted to know whether we cared anymore, in terms of putting the time in, and I can say, despite the fact that we have some challenges this year, I really, really am enjoying the game again, and I've enjoyed throwing, and it feels like when I throw the day after I've thrown, it feels like it's been a long time. So I'm very rested, very ready, and think maybe 2013.
Now they'd obviously have to win the trials to earn the right to represent Canada in the 2014 Winter Games, but providing their skip returns hale and hearty from her surgery, it looks like Team Kleibrink might be making another run at the Olympic rings, curling variety.